The game started so damn late.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
game
mean, we're
started so late.
still
Yeah.
like I mean, it's like 3 minutes left in the second quarter still. So I mean, like we'll have all of halftime, I think, to talk about the recap and not get distracted by the game until the game comes back on. Then that'll be interested. But
Yeah.
by the way, we've been live for the last 30 seconds. By the way,
Oh no, I
so
knew it was
what's
live.
up,
Trust me,
everybody?
I've seen that live button go. I seen that
Oh,
live button go. Trust me, I knew.
okay. Well, so you knew. I sort
Yeah.
of knew, but I wasn't really thinking about it. Anyway, what's up, everybody? This is our weekly recap episode of our predictions. If you didn't see the predictions, you can go back and we do the predictions live as well. So you can go back and listen to those too. So far on the week, it's looking like the Chargers are pretty handily winning this game. So as long as that result holds, me and Thomas will both get an extra win this week. Right now, I'm 11-4 this week, and then if the Chargers result holds, it'll be 12-4, which would put me at 32-15 on the week. And Thomas didn't do quite as well this week. I mean, he didn't do horribly. Looks like if this result holds, you'll finish at 8-8 this week.
That's horrible.
And you'll finish with I think your total record on the year will be 25-22.
I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well at all.
Not
I'm not
compared
doing
to
well
me.
at all. No, I gotta do better. I gotta step my shit up. It's okay. I do it. I gotta get my shit together.
Well, so let's see. What do we got? First up, let's.
Damn, I got 8 games wrong. I got 8 wrong.
You got 8 wrong, yeah.
Damn.
For our big upset of the week, we actually can go ahead and start with that. We'll talk about the big upsets of the week. You picked the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and boy, that is not what happened. That was more of a get right game for the Chiefs than it was an upset.
I mean, like honestly, like, the Eagles didn't play that bad for real.
Well, Jalen Hurts didn't play that bad, but they didn't come anywhere close to playing.
See, that's the thing, though. See, that's the thing. The thing is that Jalen Hurts is actually really freaking good. I was thinking this while I was watching the Eagles last 2 weeks. This is why I picked the Eagles. I was like, the thing is that Jalen Hurts really isn't a bad quarterback, but he's just on a very bad team.
Yeah.
Like, Jalen Hurts is like, he's not like all right. If I were to categorize Jalen Hurts, I would say that he's not as a young quarterback, he's not a bad young. You're not like bad how young quarterbacks come in the league. And he's just like, man, you are horrible. He's not that. He's not like when Patrick Mahomes stepped in the league. It's like, oh my God, this guy. He's like, I would say kind of like how, man, I don't know, because it's hard to get a gauge on him because he's performing well on a bad team. And that speaks volumes. Like how good he's playing on such a bad team. Like to play that good on such a bad team is actually pretty like, because like, cause I don't know how to read Jalen Hurts, but he's not bad. He's not bad at all.
If you'll recall, a lot of people didn't think Patrick Mahomes was going to turn out anywhere near at the level that he's at. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Would they take him 10th overall? And almost everybody said that was a huge reach. I know I personally thought Patrick Mahomes was going to go in the second round that year.
Let me see. Jalen Hurts, currently, 387 yards for 2 touchdowns. On the season, he has 1,167 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, you can't ask more from a second-year quarterback, honestly. The first 4 games. He's doing what he needs to do.
The Eagles are just a gigantic mess around him.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, that's why I picked them, because I thought maybe the Eagles, like, you can't have a quarterback that good, at least not be, like, decent, right? Right?
Well,
right, like
you clearly can.
I mean, I guess
did you see some of those Chargers teams when Phillip Rivers was playing?
That's true, or the freaking Texans last year,
or the Texans.
Yeah, I don't know how to
remember some of the like later years of Peyton Manning on the Colts where like Peyton Manning was like keeping that team in playoff contention, but the
Yeah.
second he left, they went like 2-14.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't know, man. I think that I think Jalen Hurts is a really freaking actually Jalen Hurts is actually really. I'm looking at these numbers. Jalen Hurts is actually a really freaking good quarterback on the low. He's just on a freaking bad team. 200
Yeah,
first week against the Falcons, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns.
they're pretty bad.
Bad week against the 49ers. 49ers, of course they got them. Good defense. Cowboys, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chiefs, 2 touchdowns, 0. He had 387 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Chiefs. He's a second year. That's a really good game against the Chiefs. Wasn't him. Anyway, yeah, that was a bad pick.
That defense is just awful.
Yeah. That
like
was a bad
for real,
pick.
I mean, like you know what the Eagles defense has done the last 2 games. You remember they got like splattered, like they just got completely destroyed by the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football last week.
Yeah.
You know how many yards they've allowed the last 2 weeks?
How many?
853 in 2 games.
Dang. God dang.
And 83 total points.
That's probably more yards than the Browns can probably gonna allow all year. I'm joking. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna. There's no way. There's no way they're gonna do that.
The Eagles,
unless they play the Bears every week.
Fucking bad, man. And it's really that defense. It's not like the offense isn't particularly great or anything like that. Jalen Hurts is really good. And Devontae Smith had a really big game. Kenneth Gainwell actually did pretty well. But yeah, on the whole, it's just like they're not ready to be competitive with just about anyone, which is why I thought it was kind of nuts that you were picking them to be your big upset of the week.
I should have picked the Jets. I thought I'd never say that in my life, at least this season. But I should have picked the Jets.
You know who you should have picked?
The Jets.
No. You should have picked the team that I picked, which was the New York Giants.
I can't believe you took a flyer on the Giants, by the way. Like, I'm always the one defending freaking Duke quarterback, and then you would have started defending Duke quarterback. Like, I don't even know Daniel Jones, the best rushing quarterback in the league.
It wasn't. It wasn't so much that I believe in the Giants' offense or anything like, or really even. It's not even that I believe in the Giants at all. It's mainly that I figured that the Saints have been super inconsistent up and down this year. So it seemed like they were due for a bad game. It just seemed like order of operations. They had a good game last week, so they'll have a bad game this week, and that's what happened.
Order of operations. Good old math.
There you go. So let's see. Looks like I was wrong. You were not wrong. But I thought the Carolina Panthers would beat the Dallas Cowboys. Because I bought into the Sam Darnold hype and everything like that. I bought into this team that Matt Rule's building out there. And not that I don't believe in the Cowboys.
No, Sam Darnold's gonna be fine.
I think I'll probably be picking the Cowboys most weeks this year. I just felt like the Panthers were just as good, if not better, of a team than the Cowboys. So I figured that's why I picked them. And it did not look good. Sam Darnold was just he was throwing picks. He was
back to pick Darnold.
Like he was seeing ghosts again.
No, Sam Darnold will be fine. Like I think that we're gonna probably see more Sam Darnold the first 3 weeks than we've seen Sam Darnold last week.
Oh yeah, he's not terrible by any means. I'm just saying this week he definitely struggled.
But freaking Dak Prescott, man. Ooh. Like I said it before. Like honestly, how many quarterbacks did I say I wouldn't take over Dak Prescott? Let's see. I wouldn't take the only quarterbacks I take over Dak Prescott: Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, and maybe Aaron Rodgers. That's it.
I don't know. I think I'd take if we're talking about long term, I think I'd take Dak over Aaron Rodgers. Also, actually, for that matter, I think a
And
long
Wilson,
term
dude.
take back over Tom Brady. But then again, Tom Brady, the way he's been going in his career, Tom Brady might end up playing longer than Dak Prescott at this point.
I mean, yeah,
I mean,
but
that's what's
like,
kind of crazy to think about. But I mean, like, dude's friggin', what is he, 45, and he's still playing at like an elite level. Like, he's not slowing down.
but I mean, like, even with that bad game that Sam Darnold had, he still had 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 2 interceptions. But Dak Prescott, dude, like, and even Dak Prescott didn't even had that great a game, but he had 4 touchdowns, and like he just gets the job done. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott comes out of nowhere, 143 yards. I thought he was all washed up, but
Yep, he had a good game.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta give it to the Cowboys. You know, they play well. They didn't even win it the way I thought they would. But Dak Prescott, dude, yeah, MVP. No, I mean Baker Mayfield MVP. Baker Mayfield MVP.
About to say.
Almost got caught there. Almost got caught there telling y'all my true feelings. My logic. You almost got my logical side.
All right, so who do we got next? That was the only game that I got wrong that you got right.
Okay.
The Cowboys and Panthers. So we both, I think, understandably picked the who was it? The Tennessee Titans to beat the New York Jets. And like I said, understandably so. I don't think anybody saw the Jets winning that game.
Oh, the Jets seen themselves winning the. I don't think they did either. I think they were like, let's just play these guys, see what happens.
And this was
like, oh shit, we got a chance to win this.
This was with, by the way, Derrick Henry having a monster game. Like, dude went for 157 yards. He got a touchdown. Problem is the Titans couldn't really do a whole lot around him. Like Ryan Tannehill threw the ball nearly 50 times, didn't even crack 300 yards.
Austin Eckler, man, he's a beast.
Dude, he got sacked 7 times. Holy shit.
Dude, what's the name? Zach Wilson, right? Isn't that the quarterback name for the Jets?
Yeah.
He's looking good. You gotta give it to him, man. He had a good game. He had a good game against the,
Christ. Chargers just went. I think this is what you were just reacting to, but Chargers are now up 21-0 heading into the second half, which, by the way, that was exactly what the Bengals were trying to avoid because, like I said, that'd pretty much be coffin nails if that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and call this game. This is probably going to be a Chargers victory.
It's still NFL, dude.
It is still the NFL, but it would be like a miracle, like one of the all-time great comebacks at this point for the Raiders to win this game.
I mean, the Bears, they had like a 21, 24-point lead, and they thought the Cardinals were who they thought they were. I'm sorry. The Cardinals had like a 21, 24-point lead, and they thought the Bears were who they thought they were. I mean, let them off the hook.
Was that game?
Rest in peace to a legend. That wasn't one of that game. I'm never gonna forget seeing that press conference. Like I was like, I had to be like 10 years old when I seen that press conference. I was just staying up late. Just to walk, because I was watching like Adult Swim and stuff. Like I just want to stay up late because like you can just stay up late. You're just that age, like right before adolescence, and you're able to stay up late for the first time with your parents watch it, and you just do it. And I was just watching the press conference, and then I just remember going like, the Bears were who we thought they were. Right. They were who we thought they were, and then we let them off the hook. And they came out with the Bud Light commercial. They're like, hey, that guy, they stole our beer. And like, they were who we thought they were. The guy was like, they were who we thought they were. Like, they were who we thought they were. The funniest part was he walked off the stage. That was a great press conference. That was the greatest press conference ever. I think that over practice. God, Derek Carr does not look good right now.
No, he is definitely having a bad game. He is
exactly who I thought he was.
We have had incredible Thursday night games to sorry, this is Monday night. Thursday night and Monday night games. We've had incredible Thursday night and Monday night games to react to during these production segments, but this one is like it's pretty much over. This is
I
terrible.
don't want to say it's over. I just want to say it never began.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah.
Hey, man, again, man, it's the NFL, dude. You never know what's going to happen, man.
Like, well, I mean, you're right. The Raiders could feasibly come back, but they're going to have to start playing better than they're playing right now. Like Derek Carr can't do anything, man.
I mean, Gruden don't look like he's having a good time, though. He's having a good time right now. I'm the quarterback guru. I'm going to work for ESPN for 10 years, and I want to come back to football. Coach this mediocre team. Still doing better Urban Meyer, though. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, that's right now. That's not a high bar to cross. You can step right over that bar. Urban Meyer is doing a terrible job so far. I mean, like, just almost historically bad for, like, just level of ineptitude of, like, what you're getting yourself into. I think this is like as far as, like, ineptitude and actually knowing what you're doing in your job, this is like damn near about like Bobby Petrino level, like, bad. Hopefully for the Jaguars' sake, he doesn't do what Bobby Petrino did and, like, hightail it out of there after a few weeks.
I thought that was the plan all along.
That's what people keep saying, but I don't know. I seriously doubt that happens.
No, I mean, honestly, on the low though, like, if I'm being real with you, after watching like last week's game, like he showed me something last week. He showed me that they kind of care.
Well, look, they've cared this whole time. The problem is Urban Meyer makes dumb decisions, like, going for it on 4th and goal when you have a 14-point lead. You're going into the half, and you could, like, have a little bit of momentum, a little extra momentum, being up 17-0 at the half, and that'd be really, really damn hard to come back from. How much? What did we beat them by? We beat them 27-24. So if they had just taken a field goal on that, then the game would have ended up going to overtime. But instead, they lose partially because Urban Meyer just got way too aggressive for really no reason. Like, you really didn't need to take a fucking. I mean, I get why they did it, because they felt like they just had a really good play. Like we talked about on the podcast, Eli Apple did let Laviska Shenault get like a 7-yard gain on that play. So they figured, well, hey, let's go ahead and just try to quarterback sneak it since we're right fucking there. So, I mean, I get the logic, but at the same time, it was kind of a bit of a reckless decision. And, that's you're going to get stuff like that with rookie head coaches.
Urban Meyer sucks. But Coke is good. Coca-Cola is good.
Agua. I hate Coke.
Let's move on, please.
Yeah, I hate Coke. I can't stand the stuff. All right, so next game that we need to talk about. We both thought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to. Oh, wait. Is that the right game? No. Sorry. I'm thinking of last week. We both thought that the Los Angeles Rams were going to beat the Arizona Cardinals. That is definitely not what happened. Kind of for the most part, Matt Stafford and Kyler Murray played about as well as each other. The main difference is Kyler Murray didn't throw an interception.
The Cardinals look scary, man.
The Cardinals do look, pretty nuts. Like, this is a Rams team that looks like the best team in the NFL, and the Cardinals.
The Cardinals just say, "Ha, shit! What a shit."
Yeah.
Hey, the Cardinals look scary. I'm not going to front with you, man. Like, the Cardinals look like
that second half was all Arizona.
Yeah, I'm not going to front with you. The Cardinals look scary, dude. Like, we played them in 2 weeks. I think we might get tickets that game.
After this week, they do look scary. But I mean, I will say, but then again, maybe that makes me feel a little bit better about the way we play the Jaguars, because the Jaguars did basically the same thing to the Cardinals. They went up on them and then ended up blowing that lead. So hey, maybe the Jaguars, maybe doing that against the Jaguars is a sign of good things to come.
Man, I think that. Okay. I see. It's hard to tell because, like, honestly, though, it is only 4 weeks, though. Like, it's the first half of the season. Well, I mean, like, technically, there's 17 games now, so there's excuse me, a little less in the first half. But I mean, it's the first half of the season, so I'm not freaking out to be exact. But like, I mean, like, I'm not freaking out. I'm not crowning nobody after the first 4 weeks. Cause like I just think that the NFL is just such a marathon. Like I like the Browns, for example. I don't think the Browns reached their potential yet. I don't think the Browns reached their full potential yet. I alluded to that in the podcast, but I just don't think the Browns reached their full potential. I think some teams have reached their potential or they're playing past their potential. It's weird. It's the first couple weeks of the season. Um, man. So like, I mean, the Cardinals, man, they look good, but you know, I mean, like, who knows? This long season, they might go through a drought. They might have peaked early.
I mean, you never know. It's really hard to tell. Like I said, the Cardinals have had some. Let me actually look up the Cardinals have had some kind of ups and downs this year. Um, let's see. What was it? I mean, obviously they've won every game, but I mean they took Minnesota super close, and they took the Jaguars. You know, like they had to come back against the Jaguars.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think at the time a lot of people were looking at those two games and they're like, you know, oh the Vikings, oh the Jaguars, what terrible teams. But I think as we've seen since, the Vikings and Jaguars, I think, are a lot better than their record indicates. They've just been getting in a lot of games.
Man,
I think Urban Meyer also, you know, is kind of killing his team with bad decisions and stuff like that. But I didn't watch that Jacksonville Arizona game, so maybe he did some stuff in that game too. I don't know. But man, they ran the fuck through the Rams. Like, I mean, it wasn't even like after, let's see, 3-0. The Rams led early 3-0, and then they kind of took the lead back 10-0, and all in the first quarter. But after the first quarter, it was just all Cardinals. And after, like, let's say the middle of the second quarter, it just wasn't even close the entire rest of the game. Like the Rams just had no fucking chance this whole game. It was I am impressed. I was, you know, probably one of many people who was starting to be out on the Cardinals. I didn't really care anymore, and geez.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just watched the ending of the Atlanta Falcons Washington football game for the first time. Dude.
JD McKissick's touchdown pass?
Dude. I just watched that. Dude. Who did I pick for that game? Please say I picked the football team.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have that one as a loss for either of us, so I guess we must have both picked the football team.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. I thought I picked the football team, but like, okay, can I throw a conspiracy theory out on you on this Battle of Ohio live stream podcast? Can I throw a crazy conspiracy theory out?
Go ahead.
Okay. At halftime, the New England Patriots did a curse on the Atlanta Falcons.
At halftime? Why halftime?
At halftime of the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots did a curse on the Atlanta Falcons.
Why halftime though?
Because that was a curse that they would blow every single lead that they have in every single important game for the next 2.5 years or 3 years or however long it's been. So they just been blowing these big ass leagues.
Well, I suppose, but like, you know, as I recall, yeah, the Falcons were up 21-3 at the end of the half, but I mean, you know, they were the famous 28-3. That didn't happen until, you know, around the midway point in the third quarter.
But it takes time for these curses to set in. It's all about, you gotta know this. It's magic, dude. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it takes time. They're just lucky that happened before the end of the game.
Fair enough. I'm still, I still, that Super Bowl was something else. I'll tell you what, just like having a Super Bowl go to overtime. You want to talk about just like icing on the damn cake?
I thought the best part of that Super Bowl was by the way that was what 2016 2017 2017 right
2017.
yeah from the NBA finals, the World Series, and the Super Bowl. Those were three that year. Those were three all that like that 1 year span from. I know they weren't all in the same year, but like from the NBA finals to the MLB 2016 to that one, those were all great finals / championships. Those are all
Was
just
my
great.
favorite part of that Super Bowl was I was actually watching the game with a bunch of people from Bromley Hall. And we were all just you roomed in Bromley Hall for a little while, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so you know, like that common area down there in the on the first floor, where they had like a TV set up, and we all had that, and we had like somebody brought like Chipotle catering or something like that. And when the Patriots went down like that, I actually turned to everybody who was like sitting in the thing watching it with me, and they were all like cheering the Patriots' demise and everything like that. I just looked at them. I'm like, guys, it's Tom Brady. Just watch. I guarantee you he's going to come back and win this game. And that was that was when it was 28-3. I said that shit. I said that to everybody around at Bromley Hall. I said, Tom Brady's going to come back and win this game. I guarantee it.
Well, they sure did. I also was telling people they were gonna come back. But I only told people they were gonna come back just because I wanted just because I was throwing a Super Bowl party myself. I didn't want people to leave my Super Bowl party. I was like, they're gonna come back. The Golden State Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. That's what I was saying. That was my claim. I have no proof of it though. I wish I took a video of it. Usually I do take videos, stuff like that, but I didn't that time. Let me get these photos tracked out for this podcast now, so I can just edit it for later.
So we both thought that let's see, who was it? We both picked the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Seattle Seahawks this week.
Yeah. This guy named Russell Wilson, he's really good.
Yep. Yeah. Well, Russell Wilson played well, but to be completely honest with you, like Russell Wilson actually, he was efficient, I think is the thing you can say about Russell Wilson, but he also didn't really do a whole hell of a lot. Like, you could make the argument that both Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance individually outplayed Russell Wilson, and neither of them played the whole game. Now, granted, Jimmy Garoppolo also threw an interception, and Russell Wilson didn't do that. But Trey Lance threw the same number of touchdowns Russell Wilson threw, and he only had 18 passes. He threw for 157 yards. And now I will say, Trey Lance, I don't entirely think that his debut was as great as everybody's giving it credit for. Because I mean, there were some really bad throws that I saw, some things that I think I'm like, okay, he probably looks like the best rookie so far because they've all looked like trash. But I don't know. There's some stuff that I think really needs to be cleaned up. If Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be hurt for a while and Trey Lance is going to be the quarterback, I don't see them winning with him playing like that. Like I think they beat the Seahawks because the Seahawks weren't ready for him. But I think when teams are preparing for Trey Lance, they're going to see some of this dumb shit on tape and they're going to take advantage of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, Trey Lance is on the best team out of all of them. I was listening to CBS Radio. They said probably the main reason why we see so much bad quarterback play right now is because from the rookie quarterbacks is because all the rookie quarterbacks on such bad teams.
Well, you could make the argument about that every single year. Like, I mean, the Bengals,
you can.
Joe Burrow went to the number 1 overall pick.
But Joe Burrow looked good last year, though. Zach Wilson a little bad, though, last week. He had a good game.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, then they beat the freaking Titans.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he kind of came alive a little there at the end, but I mean, basically what happened in the Titans.
I think he didn't look bad. I didn't say he was a
already
freaking
talked about
saver
this earlier, but basically what happened is the Titans just couldn't like close the game out, and then the Jets just kind of like the Titans couldn't close the game out in the third quarter. And they just kind of they kind of kept the Jets kept like resurfacing in the game. Titans did end up being the ones who tied it for overtime though, and then in overtime, it was a lot of like Zach Wilson led them on a long drive. I wouldn't say he played particularly great. He just he did okay. He
didn't play bad.
He did better than he has been doing. It was an improvement.
He didn't play bad. He's playing better than Derek Carr's playing right now.
That's not a fair comparison.
I mean,
Derek Carr right now is probably playing about one of the worst games I've ever seen Derek Carr play.
Dang, man, but he's getting his butt kicked by this Charger defense.
Yeah, they're swallowing that offense up. They like Derek Carr's he's just throwing the ball. He's got nowhere to go.
He almost got sacked right there, and he just threw a nice pass. I mean, like I'm not saying it's only like I said, it's only 4 weeks on 17-game season. These quarterbacks, these quarterbacks they could change throughout the season. We're gonna see. You gotta be patient with these young quarterbacks because how many times have we had quarterbacks look good the first week or even the first season and they just fell off a cliff. You remember how good Marcus Mariota looked when he first came in the league? Where is he at right now? The legit question, where is he at right now?
I believe he's Derek Carr's backup.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, just play him. Put in Marcus Mariota. I honestly did not know that. But you're right. I think you're right though. Actually, I'm thinking about it. That would make sense, right? Yeah, he is, right? Yeah, I honestly didn't realize that until you said that. I was just saying that because put in Marcus Mariota now.
You'll be happy to know Darren Waller's having a very bad game, by the way.
I know, but don't jinx it. I've been very quiet about. That's why I've been very quiet about it. I'm trying to win. I'm not trying to go down. I'm not trying to.
I'm trying to win too, so that's why I'm saying Darren Waller needs to do better.
I'm trying to have a 500 record in my fantasy league. In our fantasy league. Oh, he's offsides.
Are you going to have a 500 record if you win?
Yeah, I have 2 wins.
Well, yeah, but I guess there's only been 4 games. Never mind.
Yeah, see, I'm on a winning streak, dude. What you talking about?
A winning streak against Ian. Like I said, Ian's team, which just had an absolutely awful game. Like you're playing the worst performing team in the league this week.
And I'm having the worst performing game this week too. Like my team isn't that great either.
That's true. Like actually, there's only one other team in the league this week that you would have beaten, which is I don't know who that is. Christopher Deaton, I want to say his name is.
Well, maybe if Baker Mayfield could step his shit up. You better get this shit together, Baker.
Yeah, that would help. So, those are all the games that we both got wrong. So now we just basically got to talk about a whole slate of games that you and you alone got wrong.
Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up right now. Just shut. You shut your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth, Kyle. All right, what'd I get wrong?
Okay. You thought that the let's see. What we got here? If I can find the goddamn scores. Fuck.
You thought that Jacobs, man, the beast.
Looks like you picked the Lions to beat the Bears.
Did I?
Yeah, based on my records here. Let me check the picture. I mean, unless I wrote it down wrong, but I mean, I definitely didn't click the button wrong. But I mean, I guess I could have written it down wrong. Let me check to make sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know I was going back and forth with it because I was thinking
these are both two awful teams.
I think because I remember saying that I thought that Justin Fields was bouncing back.
You picked the Lions.
Yeah, because I was thinking I picked them because I wanted DeAndre Swift to have a good game.
You gotta
my
stop
fantasy.
taking picks based off of emotion.
Man, look, in my head, I was thinking to myself, no, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that the Bears looked so obscenely bad last week. Like, did you not see how bad the Bears looked last week? Like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, don't forget, it's also the Lions who, I mean, I think the Lions have generally looked a little better than people expected them to look this year, but they're still the Lions.
see, and then I'm hearing people all the time telling me it wasn't the fact that the Browns' defense was that good. It was that the Bears' offensive line is that bad. And I thought to myself, well, dang, their offensive line got to be pretty damn bad to allow 9 sacks in one game.
Well, I will say that they kept Justin Fields pretty clean this week. He only got sacked.
Yeah, it just tells you the Browns' defense is that freaking good.
Well, maybe the Bengals' defense is that good.
So technically, I didn't go by my emotions. I want my emotions. I would have just thought the Browns' defense was so good that they just beat a good team.
I'm joking.
I mean, they're both bad teams, dude. Throw me a bone. It's still a 17-game season.
I get it. Speaking of bad teams, you thought that the Dolphins were going to beat the Colts. Now this is what I really don't understand because you got you got Jake Brisket in playing for the Dolphins.
So the Colts suck, dude. That's why.
I mean, I don't know, man. Carson Wentz had a pretty good game.
They're 1-3. They're 1-3, Cal. Do not defend the Colts at all. They suck.
But so are the Dolphins.
Well, I thought the Dolphins were a little less sucky than the sucky Colts.
No, the Dolphins are pretty bad, man.
Well, at least the Dolphins look comparable the last couple of weeks. Like, when it comes to judging trash versus trash, like the AFC, outside the AFC
the Dolphins
North.
that got blown out 35-0? Like 2 weeks
ago? No. Like, didn't they go in overtime like a week ago, too?
Against the Raiders, yeah. They did pretty good against the Raiders. But the week before that, they got blown out 35-0 by the Bills.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, of course they're going to lose that much to the Bills. The Bills are actually a good team. So I thought they'd be able to see. They took the Raiders to overtime. So I thought, oh, okay, so they can play well against bad teams. And no, they're just that bad. I mean, they beat the Patriots. Whatever that's worth anymore.
I mean, the Patriots aren't that damn bad. Like, I mean, they.
Well, I thought if you could beat the Patriots, you could beat the Colts. I didn't think the Colts are that bad. You suck, Carson Wentz. Hate that dude.
I mean, he didn't suck this week though. Like, I mean, he threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 24 out of 32, 228 yards, quarterback rating of 115.1. He had a pretty good game.
Yeah, but I hate him.
At least you're honest.
Jonathan Taylor, man. Where the hell did he come from?
Dude, Jonathan Taylor was a revelation for me last year in fantasy.
I know he did. He literally came out of nowhere last year.
Yeah. He was like, I want to say he was like a 3rd round draft pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he never took a running back in the first round. Like that running back that the Vikings had. They got him out of nowhere too. He's just a beast. Okay, so I see why it was a weather delay. So it's not a dome, it's just a roof. It's just a roof. So it's not a dome, it's just a roof. So they just got a roof over the stadium. But it's like an open air stadium though.
That's really weird.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking myself. I guess when you're out, so when it was lightning outside, they had to let it in. That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense they made the stadium like that, but it makes sense that.
So let's see. We already talked about. No, you know what? We didn't really talk about this. Like we kind of went over the Giants a little bit, but we didn't go over the Saints side of things. We did. So
I mean, Jameis Winston. Some weeks you look good, some weeks you don't.
Yep, that's the thing about Jameis Winston. I believe Jameis Winston did look good this week. It wasn't Jameis Winston's fault they lost. He 226 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. He had 119. He actually outperformed Daniel Jones as far as passer rating is considered. But goddamn, they had 170 yards rushing. I actually not entirely sure how the hell they lost this game. Because I mean, their offensive numbers are pretty damn good.
All I'm saying is I might do some studying next week because I know I'm a lot better than how I'm performing in these predictions right now. I know I'm a lot better. I just gotta stop overthinking. I'm overthinking it too much. Like I'm explaining how it will go through my head, and it makes sense the way I explained it. Like I honestly do think the Dolphins were a better team than the Colts. I'm like, the Dolphins are a better team than the Colts. The Colts have been struggling. The Colts didn't have a single win to come into last week's game. So excuse me for not picking them to win. Against the Dolphins team that could have had almost had their second win against the Raiders team getting their butt kicked. Aside from this touchdown that this dude just got, touchdown Raiders. But like I don't know.
You know what I will say, like we both picked the Chargers. I did pick the Chargers to win this game, but goddamn, I would love to see the Raiders do it.
The only game I was head scratching. The only prediction that I was head scratching for me is me picking the freaking Eagles over Kansas City. Every other one I could defend myself on.
Yeah, that one was weird. I think you were trying to come up with a big upset of the week, though.
I was definitely what I was trying to do. I was trying to just look. I was hoping the universe would throw me a bone. And the universe said, "Not this bone," because I got the universe. But it's cool. I'd rather the universe not throw me that bone, throw me a bone on my music video that I'm dropping or my song I'm dropping.
Should have picked the Giants.
I should have picked the Jets. That's what I should have picked.
Well, I mean, you could have picked the Jets too. That was a. Although I don't know if that one's a big upset because I don't know if the Titans are really like particularly great this year. Warrant calling that one a huge upset because like not that the Saints are great, but they were looking pretty damn good going into that game. You know, I mean, like they absolutely destroyed the Buccaneers.
Dude,
not the Buccaneers, the Packers in Week 1.
The AFC South is the worst division in the AFC by a mile. You know what? I mean, it's crazy, dude. The AFC is really bad. Like it's the two divisions. It's literally the AFC North, the AFC West, and then the Bills.
Yep.
That's literally what it is. I'm like literally thinking about it right now. Like I mean, the Titans are pretty good. The Titans are going to bounce back. They had a bad loss.
Well, it's the same way
or something.
Huh?
Yeah, didn't they have like a big injury, like with a receiver or something? The Titans.
Oh, the Titans. Yeah, Julio Jones.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
They had. It was not just that. Bud Dupree was out too. They had a decent amount of injuries going into this game.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it's not like
Well, I mean, fair enough. We both picked the Titans, though. I mean, I'm not going to front here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not like I don't think like it's like like, oh, Thomas, how could you pick the Titans and not the Jets?
No, I get it. I'm just really astonished by these standings. How the AFC North and the AFC West are just like so good, but the rest of the divisions are so bad. With the exception of the Steelers is the only losing team in those two divisions.
That's kind of how the AFC has been in general over the last few years, if you think about it. Like, not so much exactly like that, but in the idea that there's 4, 5, 6, really, really good teams in the AFC, and then like the rest of the AFC is just straight trash. Whereas like the NFC is a little bit more competitive. Everybody's it's more nobody's really great, but nobody's really terrible.
I mean, I still think the teams on top. I don't know. The Cardinals look good.
The Cardinals do look really good. It's
hard. It's always hard to gauge the NFC, man. It's always hard to gauge the NFC because, like, I'm with you. Like there's some team. I always feel like the AFC is just like. There are a lot of teams that the AFC always felt like a better comp. For me personally, I'm biased. There were a couple of years where the NFC was better. Like probably like it always fluctuate. But I tell you, in the early 2000s, it felt like the AFC was just so much better than the and now it just feels like the AFC is better. Even though the NFC have Tom Brady right now, the AFC always have that one team that scares everybody, or that one quarterback that scares everybody. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. I mean, I know Tom Brady's still there, but the AFC had Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in it for the longest time.
Right.
Like, yeah, man. I tell you, the
So,
AFC North though.
so speaking of the AFC North, we do have one last game that we need to talk about.
Okay.
So you've got the Ravens and the Broncos.
Yeah, and I picked the Broncos.
You picked the Broncos. I picked the Ravens. And
Yeah.
the main thing for me was the fact that and we talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, we thought. Yeah.
To an extent. I do
lot.
not believe in the Broncos' start so far. They haven't really beaten anybody for me to really think that they're really a team worth getting excited over. The Ravens, I think the Ravens have had some missteps for sure, but I think they've also like kind of cut their teeth against better competition than the Broncos. So I just saw them as like, the team that's a little bit better able to handle adversity going into this game. Whereas the Broncos, you saw it. The second, a little bit of adversity hit, then they
lost their quarterback.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they have another quarterback. They got the best backup quarterback in the NFL, most likely.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, man. They lost their quarterback. I already think it was if Teddy Bridgewater was in the game, it probably would have been a different game. I'm not saying the Ravens, the Broncos are going to win that game because honestly, I really do think that the way the Ravens played, I think even if Teddy Bridgewater played that game, I think the Ravens would have won. But like Drew Luck, he could have played better.
Yeah,
could have played worse. Could have played a lot better though.
Well, yeah, that's definitely true. From what I remember when I was looking at this game earlier, I think Teddy Bridgewater could have played a little bit better too.
Yeah, let's see. Let me pull up his stats real quick.
Yeah, Drew, like Teddy Bridgewater, like when he went out at the half, he only had like 65 yards passing at that point.
Yeah, he did have a touchdown though.
Yeah, he did have a touchdown, but
their only touchdown.
The point being that I think Drew Lock obviously did worse than Teddy Bridgewater because instead of throwing a touchdown, he threw a pick. But at the same time, I don't think Teddy Bridgewater was exactly having a huge game either. I think the Ravens just absolutely like shredded them on the ground, which is funny actually because the Broncos actually had more yards rushing than the Ravens did.
Honestly, dude, I really think the Broncos are gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Like the Broncos, they have a good team. Like it's not like they, I know you say we talk about that record, but you got Philip Lindsay, who's always a good running back.
What?
You mean
the Philip Lindsay who's currently playing for the Houston Texans?
Oh shit, he.
Yeah, they got Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams right now.
Oh shit, I am so off track with the Broncos. They do got Melvin Gordon. Okay, well, dang, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the Broncos. I don't know about the Broncos. Maybe they will lose against the Steelers next week. I gotta wait until Thursday to figure this one out, man.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Well, like you, I'm not ready to make a prediction on that game just yet. But I think you're talking about two, like I mentioned on the podcast. I said it's a winnable game for the Steelers, but this is also a winnable game for the Broncos too. Like, I'm not by any means saying that I'm expecting the Steelers to win that game. I'm just saying that it's a game that I think even though the Steelers are bad, then this is a game where I think they could potentially steal one.
Why did they
I
get
also
rid
think
of
it's a game where the Broncos could get right on.
I'm like tripping over this. Why did they get rid of him?
I guess Melvin Gordon. Philip Lindsay. I guess just because the Texans offered him more money.
I guess Melvin Gordon isn't bad, but he ain't freaking Philip Lindsay. Why would you get rid of him?
I'm not gonna lie. I think throughout their careers, I think Melvin Gordon's been a better running back than Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, this year he has been.
Well, throughout their careers too. Melvin Gordon in Los Angeles was one of the like occasionally.
Oh, he was insane. He was insane in Los Angeles. But the last couple of years, he kind of. I don't know. True. You're right. You're right. I still take Melvin Gordon's career because Lindsay had like 2 good years. But he's looking horrible for the Texans right now.
Yep. So
He had -1 yards last week. How do you have -1 yards on 4 attempts? It wasn't like one attempt he had -4. Like he had -1 yards on 4 attempts. Philip Lindsay is averaging -0.2 yards against the Bills.
Shout out to the Square Table Degenerates podcast. What up? He said what up in the comments. So that's cool.
Well, I mean, I'm just tripping on how bad Philip Lindsay is. Like, y'all want to know a drop off? Y'all want to know an MC Hammer style drop off? Philip Lindsay, right? 2018. Hear me out. 192 carries, 1,037 yards, 9 touchdowns. 2019. 1,011 carries, 7 touchdowns. Now here's where the cliff happens. 2020. 502 yards. Philip Lindsay. 118 attempts. And then now we got this year. 31 yards. How do you only have 31 yards? This dude will have almost as many attempts as yards. How is that even possible? What happened to you, dude? Oh, have the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to the podcast.
Been pretty bad. Yeah, the Square Table Degenerates podcast. I haven't heard of them, but
they're from a square table.
Well, thank you.
And they're also degenerates. They're square table and they're degenerates. Degenerates. All right, who got next?
That's pretty much it.
All right, real quick though, would you be able to give us a preview of what you're thinking for your power rankings going to next week?
Yeah, well, I've actually probably almost entirely got it written up. So I'm obviously not going to give it too far away.
But any like surprises?
My number 32 team is not a winless team. My number 32 team is currently 1-3. I got both of the 0-4 teams ahead of the number 32 team.
Ooh.
And then
do they still suck?
It's not the Steelers.
Oh, dang. That would have been perfect.
That'd be great. But no, I don't think the Steelers are quite that bad yet.
Yeah, they are.
I've definitely, the Steelers are not in a good position, but they're not 32.
By the way, I'm watching the Baker Mayfield commercial. He up here freaking passing out nacho cheese to little kids. Baker Mayfield, you better be passing out touchdowns to Odell Beckham next week. That's all I got for y'all. Get your shit together, Baker. I just want to say it one more time.
I will say I've got the 1-3 Minnesota Vikings pretty close to the midway point. I got them ahead a bunch of like 2-2 teams, and it's mainly because, like I said on the podcast, and I think I may have said on this live stream, I'm not sure, but the Vikings are literally they're a missed field goal against the Cardinals, they're a fumble against the Bengals, and a defensive holding against the Browns away from being 4-0 right now. So, I mean, I know you got to win the games, and I'm not going to put them too high because they're not actually winning these games, and that matters. But the fact that they really could be 4-0 if just like 3 things happen differently, I think makes a huge difference. Oh, there's a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, they lead in yards right now, but they.
Hey, you know what, man? If the Raiders go down and get a touchdown on this drive,
it'll be a game.
It might turn into a game.
Hey, man, the Raiders actually come back in this game.
They could. I'm almost tempted just to, because we're pretty much done. We're pretty much done with the with the predictions recap. But I'm almost tempted just to do like a play-by-play of this game.
Yeah, I mean, you give me to the fourth quarter now. I got because I got to work early.
That's interference, pass interference.
That's why I said. That's why you heard me say, "Oh wow." Yo, by the way, send me the podcast so I can get started on this.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and send that to you now.
Yeah, let me start on that right now. I got my I'm gonna add some, some Princess Caroline music. You better get your shit together. I'm really excited about this song, by the way. I got it all tracked out and everything. I got it all made up. So all right, so I'm all right. So I'm really trying to figure out the Raiders though, because like are the Raiders really gonna ride this hot streak out? Like if they lose this game, it's gonna be 3-1. So are they being? Are we talk about teams being exposed? Like the first 4 weeks, I think you can mask a lot of deficiencies the first 4 weeks. I really do think that like I don't know, 'cause, like I really think the Browns are a lot better than what they've been playing. Like every single week, I felt like the Browns did something well, but then they did something else wrong. They should have done well. Like against the Kansas City Chiefs. Their offense did good, but their defense is like, what's going on with their defense? Same thing with the Bears and the Texans. Offense looked well, defense in. And then last week you had there go your boy. There go your boy making that catch, getting on hype. Um and then last year,
Yep,
I'm sorry,
there he is.
last week
Look at me being
the
behind.
defense looked good, but the offense looked trash. I really need to figure out what the Browns are doing. We need Baker Mayfield to step up. I really need Baker to step up. Carr. Yo, Josh Jacobs a beast.
He is, but
he
he's
is
not
like
playing. Or is he playing?
yeah, he's playing right now. He's just running the ball.
Oh, damn. I should have put him in. Fuck. Oh, well.
Well, I just feel like there's probably more Raiders fans in the game. Why are there two teams in LA, man? It don't make no sense.
Because it's the second largest market in the country.
But like every single home game for the Chargers is a home game for other team, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
I mean,
again,
but it's just, they
I
just.
think the idea is tapping that market, because if you can tap that market, you're going to get like.
But I mean, all right, so you
ton.
put the one team in there, fine. But like, what's the point? Like, they don't watch football as the rest of the country does in LA, man. It's not like like LA's this football hungry town. Like if a city in Ohio had like 15 million people in it, yeah, you can put like 3 football teams in Ohio. Fuck, man. The whole state of Ohio only has 15 million people. But they don't like football. Like you go, damn, we got a touchdown.
Well, they like college football.
Yeah, but that's. Yeah.
Well, I think that's the thing. If you can tap that market, then you're doing something good.
Yeah, there's definitely more Raiders fans I think.
Yeah, Waller.
I know, that's why I said down.
I don't know why I'm always behind. I mean, maybe it's because my stream has to go all the way to Brazil and then all the way back here.
I'm just watching on ESPN.
Is it free on ESPN?
If you have ESPN,
are you watching TV?
No, I have the ESPN stream. Like I just use the ESPN app.
Yeah, that's my most of the time I'm watching on NFL Game Pass because I don't have TV. So
all right, yeah.
That's the only.
Yeah, I mean TV is overrated, man. Who needs TV when we just watch podcasts? When you can watch people watch TV.
Especially like I said, when it's 14-21 now, and it's not even the fourth quarter yet. So I mean, they might fucking pull this off. God damn.
Maybe.
Like I said, we both picked the Chargers to win this game, so we will be wrong. And I don't like being wrong, but I don't know. There's something about the Raiders, man. I want to see the Raiders pull this off. Like,
I'm telling you, man, like they don't like football in LA like they should, man. Like you can't
they like the Rams.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like two teams,
the Rams
dude.
Win. The thing about LA is they're a really fair weather fan base. Like they like their football, but they don't really like it if you don't do well.
People don't like football like they do in Ohio, man. Like it's weird. Like out in New York, I was in New York, and like I'll probably say like 1 out of 20 people I ran into actually gave a shit about football. But the thing is, New York is so damn big. 1 out of 20 people liking football is enough to fill 3 stadiums. So you get away with it. It's not like Ohio where everybody talks about, like, you know what I mean, like here in Ohio, like here in Cleveland, everybody talks about the Browns. Everybody talks about the Browns.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about the Browns. Everybody and their mamas talk about the Browns. Everybody and their grandmas talk about the Browns. They talk about Browns in church. You better theater. Like it's not even like it's
People
not even
kind
like
of do the same thing with the Bengals around here. A lot of
yeah, I
people
mean
I know don't, but I just happen to hang around. Weirdly enough, I hang around a lot of people who aren't into football. It's weird.
they probably do it. They probably still care more. They probably at least know what's going on. I'm telling you, like I was in New York and people literally didn't even know what was going on. Like you could literally talk to people about football and you could say a name. Like I can
Which
say
is
like Odell
crazy
Beckham.
because like Giants fans are some of the most passionate fans in the entire NFL.
That's probably because you got the football love. Because like in New York, you can like whatever you want though. That's the whole thing. So
That's
you
true.
could be somebody, and because it's so damn big though. So like so like the ones who love football could just be like I said, you could be 1 out of 20 people in New York like football. That could still be like millions of people.
That's true.
Like because it's so freaking big. Because like, and also the Giants are like New Jersey too, so they got that whole market too. So it's not like I mean I don't know. Like it's just like 'cause, like there are literally people who are so in tune in theater and the arts. They don't even blink about football. Well, like sports, yeah, sports ball. Like no, like football, dude. Like like there's so much to do, and it's not like Ohio where it's just like like our economy, like the Cleveland economy is virtually sports right now.
Yeah.
So that's way different.
Dude,
Yo,
if
I'm
they
still watching.
fucking
I'm still watching these cows getting their foot chopped off on YouTube, man. It's like super interesting.
the fuck are you talking about?
Like so this is a guy, right? What he does is he shaved like his name is the hoof guy, the hoof guy. He shaves off the hoofs of cows. Like and I like sometimes they be like real dirty and nasty, and then he does it to make sure that they have healthy feet. Sometimes we find metal
What,
parts
what,
in
what
their
do you
feet,
mean
and he
by
gets
shaves off? Because I may have misunderstood what you were saying there. Because I thought you were saying
so
like
like
taking a razor and cutting their damn feet off, and I'm like, what the
yeah,
fuck are you
he literally
watching?
does that. He
You're
literally
a
does.
sociopath.
So what happens is they walk bare feet, so all the debris of stuff just piles up on their feet,
Yeah.
and so he's basically a guy who like basically chops off all the debris and stuff off the feet.
Okay. The way you said that earlier, I thought you said he was like literally like slicing their feet off, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
he pretty much do slice off of their feet though, cause like a lot of stuff just be like a part of their feet too, and they're like he just be chopping it off and then let it grow back, cause it grows back. It's crazy.
ugh.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, but it's very interesting. It's very
Wicked.
interesting. Like I be sitting there wondering, like, dang, that got to be
That was kind of
painful for.
fucked up to me.
No, I mean, but the cows be relieved afterwards, though. Like their foots be feeling good afterwards. It's what he tells us. But I don't know because I'm not a cow.
I get that Starbucks logo. I don't want that on the shot. There we go.
What is that?
I'm trying to make sure like I hide the Starbucks logo because I don't like Starbucks and I don't want to be associated with them. So I got a Starbucks cup here. I'm trying to like make sure like if it's in the shot, I'm like hiding the logo. Cause fuck Starbucks. They make shit coffee.
Dude. Oh shit. Dude, that's crazy.
Watching games with you is always fascinating because it's like somebody coming from the future to tell me like something's happening.
No, no, no. It wasn't even that. I just got a really good text message. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I got a really good text message. I got a really good freaking text message.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you, Kyle. And like I kind of felt a lot of rejuvenation, especially as of late. I think all this stuff is just gonna blow up in front of our eyes real quickly. Like,
Well,
I think it's about to
and
get real interesting.
we've been getting like, at least a small, because like, I mean, like last year when we started all this, we had no following. Shout out, like I don't know if there's anybody. Looks like we don't have anybody watching right now, but
Maybe I'll watch later, but you never know.
well, yeah, people might watch later, and if anybody does hear this, like, I mean, last year me and Thomas were basically just talking into a void. Now there's like, I mean, it's a very small following we have, but people are paying attention, and
And as we
it's
go
just
on,
cool to see the growth.
as we grow, our audience grow. But not even just that. Like I really do think that like like all of our stuff, top to bottom, is gonna blow up. Man, I think it's coming.
I sure hope so. I mean, I'm putting my wife was just talking to me earlier today. She's like, man, it just seems like you're doing a lot of work for no money. And I'm like, yeah, but
okay.
I mean, to be completely honest, I'm a gigantic nerd when it comes to football.
It's fun though.
Like,
it's fun though.
It is fun, but it's all stuff I would have been doing for free on my own anyway. So I mean, this is really just a more like giving my like weird like desire to like do all this stuff. It's like giving it a direction. So I mean, yeah, it seems like a lot of work, but it's really just it's the same amount of work I was doing before, just with a bit more of a focus now.
Yeah. Man, I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it a lot. Anyway, it's going to the fourth quarter. I would love to stay and watch this, but I'm gonna go ahead and edit it out. Are you still gonna stay live after this?
I don't know. I think I might stay. I'll definitely stay through the third quarter, and I'll see if the Raiders start like really driving again. I think I'll stay, and I'm definitely gonna stay and watch. As far as stay and live stream, I'm not 100% sure.
All right, cool.
We'll
see. I wanna go ahead and start editing, getting stuff done. If you don't mind.
Okay, yeah.
By the way, though, I really want to say, like, if you are watching, if anybody ever sees this, get ready for our live stream before the Browns Bengals game. I have a feeling that we're going to have a nice little audience for that. Let's hype that. We're gonna hype that up to the point where we make sure that's going to be the turning point of our podcast. Watch, promise you, watch. I got some big plans for that. We might even do some drinking games. So come check us out. If you see us, you get a free beer. The code word is Sheefish. Wasn't that what it was? Actually, no, it's supposed to be Queefish because I got it from South Park.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I think I said, like, I guess you're requiring a password. I'm just gonna. I
want to make sure they watch the podcast. I want to give people beer who actually watch. I'm awarding people,
man. You can do that. I'll just be happy that people are showing up and maybe people are hearing about our podcast that way.
Oh no, that's fine. You give people to those. You give awards to people who don't earn it, but I'm giving the people who earn it. If you watch this podcast, if you watch this and you come up to me and go like, "Hey Thomas, she fish," I'm like, "Damn right." Here go a beer.
There you go. There you go. So you get a beer from me, and you get 2 if you have a password.
Yeah. So have that password ready, guys. Peace out, y'all. I'm going to bed. Good night.
All right. See you, Thomas. All right. So we are at the I guess this is the beginning of the fourth quarter. So the Raiders got a little bit of a comeback coming. Did not see that coming. Chargers got the ball on the 46-yard line, looks like. Handoff up the middle and gets 3 and 2 yards, roughly about. So they're going to have the ball at the 47-yard line, looks like. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Oh, really? Huh, I didn't think it was going to be quite that much. All right. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stay for this whole thing. I mean, if the Chargers go down and get a touchdown, I think I'm going to go because This game was looking like it was going to be a whole lot of nothing earlier. But if it turns into something, I think it might be worth capturing the reaction. So here we go. We got Justin Herbert handing up the middle once again, and looks like they got the first down. Is that Austin Eckler? Number 30. I don't think that's Austin Eckler. 35. Definitely not Austin Eckler. I don't know. I don't have this roster in front of me. You know, maybe I should pull that up if I'm going to be doing play-by-plays. Let's see. Chargers roster. Never really done play-by-play for teams that I don't know before. So let's see. We got lined up in, what was that? That was in I formation, not I formation, single back maybe. Throws up, and it is incomplete. Nowhere near him. Can almost kind of make the argument that was pass interference, but I'd argue that was uncatchable. So let's see. I want to find out who that was. 35 is Larry Roundtree III. That was a guy that I was looking in the draft, thinking maybe the Bengals could pick up. Did not happen. Wasn't really too worried about it because I like Chris Evans. But definitely a thing. I'm going to put the game over here because that probably looks a little bit better, right? Because I can look at the camera up there, and then because I got two computer screens. So I got the one here and then the one over here. And this is where I think I have the StreamYard and everything up. So if I have the game on over here, my camera's right up here, so it probably looks a little bit better if I'm looking in this direction. All right, so Justin Herbert lined up in shotgun, takes the snap, rolls back, and just absolutely, he gets hit and then overthrows his target. So, in his defense, he was getting hit as he threw it. So just free rusher. Was that Carl Nassib, I think? Yeah, Carl Nassib, free rusher on the edge, and completely disrupts that pass. So Carl Nassib going off the side, and you got a bunch of Chargers fans. Huh. I didn't know those existed. Wow. All right, so Justin Herbert back in shotgun, takes the snap, rolls back, and bouncing around. Oh, and it gets tipped, and it is 4th down. Tipped by... man, I don't have any of these names up either. Probably got to get that. Up, holding on the offense. They're probably going to decline that. Yeah, penalties declined, 4th and 10. All right, let's see if the Raiders can do it. God damn. Let me bring up the Raiders roster so I can actually know who the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, good pressure around Justin Herbert, but great pocket presence by him too. And then let's see. So they're lining up to punt, as expected. And that was Trayvon Merrick, the rookie safety, I guess, who tipped that pass. So good on him. Good punt, travels down to about the 10-yard line. Raiders take it and return it up about 4 yards to the 14. So that is where the Raiders are going to start. And I mean, hell, man, if they go get a touchdown, then this is suddenly a game where they were down 21-0 at the half. That's impressive. I mean, I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, the Bengals. I was saying, like, if the Bengals let the Jaguars go up 21-0, like in that Thursday night game, that they'd be dead in the water. There'd be no chance of coming back. But damn, the Raiders are out here doing it. That's impressive that their defense has turned around and made that kind of turnaround too. So Derek Carr back to pass, throws it up, and it's a deep one, and he's got a man! Oh! Who caught that? It was Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs with the giant pass. What a throw, man. Oh, my God. Holy crap. I should probably close this door so I don't wake somebody up. Yeah, it's 11:16 p.m. right now. I got the whole family sleeping, so don't want to wake them up. But you see passes like that, and I mean, you can't help but go nuts. I mean, that was a beautiful deep ball by Derek Carr to Henry Ruggs, man. That was incredible. Derek Carr passes in the backfield, and nice stutter step, nice juke by number 7 there, Jones. Number 7. Zay Jones. That was, I think, another guy the Bengals were looking at one point. Didn't he end up with the Zay Jones? He ended up with the Bills at one point, I think. So I guess he's on the Raiders now. So that's fun. All right, so let's see. We got Derek Carr lining up directly behind center in I formation. Hands off to Josh Jacobs, I believe, and he gets maybe a yard. Not much. Swallowed up right at the line. I think that's Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, 28, I believe. See, you guys are watching me learn in real time who these fucking players are. So, that is correct, by the way. Josh Jacobs, number 28. So, yeah, 3rd and 3 is the upcoming play, and I believe they're in field goal range. So, at the very least, they can, get it close. Yeah, they're definitely in field goal range. They're on the 28.5-yard line. Timeout Raiders, I think. Yep, timeout Raiders. I guess they just didn't like the defense they saw. Man, how lucky have we gotten with some of these primetime games, man? I mean, just like both the Monday night games and the Thursday night games, every single one has just been an absolute thriller. At least the ones that I can remember. Yeah, I think pretty much every single one has just come down to the wire. It's been fascinating. But anyway, Raiders are back in the huddle again, and Derek Carr is shouting at somebody, and yep. Rings are for champions. Well, the Raiders haven't been that in a little while, so maybe tone it down a little bit, bro. All right. Derek Carr back in shotgun. Looks like he's running trips. And he gets sacked. That's not what they wanted. It's not what they wanted. I think that's still field goal range. Now they're definitely going to have to go for a field goal. So, yeah, that's definitely not what they wanted. Man, you got to get rid of the ball, Derek Carr. You're potentially pushing your team out of field goal range, and I get the dude's covered, but Darren Waller's not covered. You could have thrown a high pass to him. He would have caught it. At the very least, you wouldn't have gone backwards. I don't know. But hey, you know what? I got Daniel Carlson on my fantasy team. So, and he puts it up, and he missed it. So fuck my fantasy team. God damn it. Ugh. Why am I streaming this game again? Fucking Raiders. Well, you know what? That defense has been playing good, so maybe they can get it going. I wonder if that affected my fantasy team. So do I have him in the podcast fantasy league? I do. So yeah, he's not having a good game. He's got 2 points. Luckily, Debbie's got nothing going on, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to come away with a pretty hefty win on this game. Let's see. What's going on in the other one? One where I got money on it. I am losing 78 to 174. That is the wrong league. I definitely lost that one. What am I looking for? The money league. And I'm losing that one too. A little bit more respectable though. 104 to 123. So waiting to see if Darren Waller ended up having a pretty good game, but unfortunately Byron Edwards did not have enough of a good game, and I'm still going to need probably about 19 more points. So unless this game goes into overtime and it turns into a shootout in overtime, or you know what, maybe this fourth quarter could be a shootout. Maybe we could have a high scoring fourth quarter. I would like that. So if we could get Darren Waller to have You know what? How about this? How about this? Darren Waller, just maybe one more touchdown. Byron Edwards, one more touchdown, and maybe a couple of receptions here and there, and then I think I can take this game. How likely is that to happen? Well, according to Yahoo Fantasy, it's a 1% chance of happening, so probably not. But this game's been pretty nuts so far, so you never know. Never know. All right. So let's get back to the Battle of Ohio podcast fantasy league. Anything else happening with this Any scores changed? Doesn't look like it. Looks like everything's pretty much set in stone. So, yep. Like I said on the podcast, I'm going to go to 4-0. Looks like Brad McGee is going to go to 3-1. It looks like, that is a close game. Thomas and Ian Plank. What's Ian got? Ian's got Darren Waller. So I mean, you could see. I mean, he just needs literally one more point. Darren Waller gets like one more catch, and sorry Thomas, you lose. All right, well, I'm gonna keep an eye on that game. I'm kind of fascinated by that. Thomas might end up losing after all. Let's see. Jungle Bungles at 153.82, Renegades at 117.82, and I think I don't think that score has changed. Thunder Mifflinites over the bot. Looks like the bot still has somebody playing, but it's such a wide, and it's Austin Eckler. So I mean, Austin Eckler would have to score about like 4 more touchdowns for the bot to have any chance in that game. I don't see that happening. What else we got? By the way, there's football going on right now, and I'm not play-by-playing, so that's probably bad on me. Michael Dorsey beating Nick, and that's probably not going to turn into anything more than what it is. So yeah, nothing really significantly changing. And then what's this dude's name? John Dorsey. I think his name. I think that's who that is. John Dorsey is leading Christopher Deaton. So there's that. But like I said, the game I am particularly interested in seeing is the Mixon administration. Yeah. The game I am particularly interested in keeping up with right now is Thomas's game, because that game is coming down to the goddamn wire. So we'll just keep that up. Like I said, Thomas is only ahead by 0.7 points. So one more point from one catch from Darren Waller in this game's, he loses. And that is a first down catch or first down pass thrown by Justin Herbert to, let's find out. I think it was 87. Jared Cook. Oh, I didn't realize he was on the Chargers. So there you go. Jared Cook doing things for Justin Herbert as he used to do for Derek Carr. So there you go. And Chargers are driving down the field, and man, that might kill any chance the Raiders have if they can get a touchdown here or something. Damn, Raiders, you had it in your hands. You just couldn't punch it in. Daniel Carlson missed a field goal. That is so rough. That is so rough. Ah, man. And I'm here doing the play-by-play for it. I don't know if I don't know. Should I keep going? Nobody's watching, but I mean, people might watch it later. I don't know. Hand up to the left and goes for a first down. The Raiders look like they've given up at this point. I don't think they care anymore. He's pat him on the head. He's like, "Good job, buddy." I don't know. I don't think you should necessarily say any NFL player's given up, like Tyler Boyd did to the Steelers, which is fucking hilarious, by the way. But you don't necessarily ever want to say anybody's given up necessarily. But the Raiders kind of look. I mean, maybe they haven't given up. Maybe they're just spent. Maybe they're just tired. They're probably tired because the Chargers have been going on these long drives, and they just can't. The dude just had the entire Raiders team trying to tackle him, and it still took 5 yards, and he got a first down. Man, I don't know what to tell you. You can't win games doing this. You just can't. You just can't. Like I said before, I like to see the Raiders win this game, even though I picked the Chargers. But I mean, I at this point, it's like it's not really about my record. It's about just I think it'd be cool to see the team that has been as embattled as the Raiders win. And I know the Chargers have been embattled too, but it just kind of seems like everybody's been crowning them as like the next big dynasty, or not the next big dynasty, but the next the next worst to first playoff contender. And I don't know, I think they're good, but I don't think they're that damn good. Although I don't know, they look pretty good tonight. It's that offense for real. And they have a pretty good defense, but they have not had a consistently great defense. But their offense has just been really hard to stop. So that's really what's going on there. Justin Herbert takes the snap and runs straight up the middle for about a 6-7 yard gain, roughly. Damn, Herbert, you just man, he has shown all the professionalism I did not expect to see from him. That is why I thought he was going to be a bust in the NFL, because he just didn't really seem like he really cared too much about the sport itself. It didn't seem like he cared to do all that preparation. But boy, is he doing all that preparation. Got to give him that credit. Just damn, man. All right. Takes under center, Justin Herbert takes a snap. Hands off to Austin Eckler up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. All right, it is. That's probably pretty much it. The Chargers are up now 27-14 with 5:20 left in the game. And fuck, I don't know, man. Like, really feels like the game's over, but I also kind of feel like I've made it this far, so might as well keep going. I don't know. You know what? I watch those Tom Grossi streams all the time, and he does the P for the D, right? Well, I'm gonna go get some water for the slaughter that's happening. Well, water for the slaughter. All right. And we're on commercial. So yeah. Fucking Raiders out here. I thought this was going to be a good game. I really did. I'm not just talking about. I'm not just talking about I thought the game was going to be good after they started making that comeback. But I mean, like before the game, I thought this was going to be a good game. I thought this was going to be a good game to watch. But I think the Raiders just got exposed for the sloppy team they really are. Once they finally faced a team that's. I mean, I know they beat the Ravens, and the Ravens have proven they're pretty good so far, but I think the Ravens are also susceptible to sloppiness too. And the problem with the Raiders is it looks like if they're going to go up against a team that doesn't really have a lot of sloppiness, like the Chargers seem to have cleaned up a lot of their sloppiness. then that's just the result you're going to get. You're going to get, a game where they like kind of compete, but on the whole are really not as competitive as they need to be. Well, anyway, kickoff goes to the end zone and is knelt down for a touchback. And Derek Carr is going to go out there and try to give him a touchdown. Not entirely sure if they're going to get anything done, but hey, it'd be cool. Oh, man, Austin, look at you do those fucking one-handed pull-ups. Fuck you. I can barely do a fucking two-handed pull-up. I mean, he's out here doing like 10 one-handed pull-ups. I can barely do one two-handed pull-up. I hate pull-ups. Pull-ups are the fucking worst, dude. Takes the shotgun snap, throws it, and gets about 4 yards, 4.5 to Hunter Renfrow, I think. Yeah, Hunter Renfrow. Number 13. Looks like they're going pretty quickly here. Not quite no huddle. They are doing a huddle, but... Oh, that was Keenan. What? There's no way that was Keenan Allen. And he just throws it in the dirt. Dirt? Yeah, that is Keenan Allen. Goddamn. Wow. Oh, wait, no. Jesus, I'm looking at the fucking Chargers thing. God, I'm an idiot. Hunter Renfrow. Yes, it was Hunter Renfrow. I'm not stupid. Although I am stupid. So, shit, guys, watch for that. Watch for me doing stupid shit. Fuck, man. All right. Derek Carr in shotgun formation. You got 2 wide receivers out right, 1 close on the left. Takes the snap, and he's looking. Throws quickly to 89. Oh, Byron Edwards. Yeah. And it looks like he was hoping they would like go and try to get the first down. But now it's 4th down. They don't really have much of a choice. They pretty much got to go for it here. So it's 4th and 1. Derek Carr lines up under center. Single back formation. And he fakes the handoff. Not very well, but it does work. Throws to Hunter Renfrow again. And they do pick up the first down. It was a pretty obvious play action fake. But the play worked. I don't know if it faked anybody out, but it worked. So, and they are going no huddle now. So, Derek Carr in shotgun formation, trips out to the left, and he runs around, and he throws a bomb out and he overthrows a wide open Henry Ruggs, which would have been for the touchdown. Oh my God, that just kills everything. Like, man, like that would have been like that might have gotten them back in this game, because then you still got like 4 friggin' minutes to like maybe get a stop, which is plenty of time to stop. Flag unsportsmanlike conduct on Joey Bosa, so that gives him a first down. Okay, that's weird. I guess you'd rather have that than them catch that pass, but I don't think he interfered with the pass at all. But what is that, taunting? It's probably some taunting, because they're doing all that fucking taunting shit this year. Thomas. Oh, look, Thomas, you're watching. David Carr sucks this game, looking like Baker. Yeah, I don't know. He's been making some pretty good throws. He really has. Derek Carr running and scrambling, gets taken down from behind. Looks like he gets about half a yard or so. But so that, I guess that's going to technically not count as a sack. And man, they are having to hurry the hell up. Yeah. Sorry, Thomas. I think Derek Carr is doing a little bit better than Baker this week. Having some struggles though, and he throws. Oh no! Oh man, he throws a zip to the defender, and that is game. Oh man. Oh wow. Okay, all right. Well, Thomas, if you're listening, then we both got our picks right. So there's that. Woo! All right. Yep. Game over. Raiders suck. Raiders got exposed, and the Chargers are indeed a good team. I have, famously not believed in them, and I'll eat my crow. Chargers are a better team than I gave them credit for. Fuck you, Thomas. Asante Samuel Jr. Is he the one who caught that interception? Or was it him? It was 33, looks like. Derwin James. Man. What game the Browns have next week? That is a good question. Austin Eckler runs to the right, and oh man, it's like 15-yard pickup, dude. Okay, who do the Browns play next week? Week 5. Looks like the Browns play the Chargers. Oh, well, there you go. Browns got to go to LA to play the Chargers. Knowing the Chargers fans, might be more like a Browns home game, even though they're halfway across the country. That'd be funny if like Browns fans legitimately showed up and took over. Thomas, you got to get people to do that, man. You got to get people to show up and just take the fucking Charger Stadium over. That'd be fucking hilarious. All right, Austin Eckler getting, I want to say about 4 yards on that play. Man, Brandon Staley. I think that really is. I think that's probably the difference there for the Chargers. That's why the Chargers are doing well this year. Brandon Staley, hell of a coach. A lot of people from Cleveland are going. Well, there you go. There you go. Are you going? Are you going, Thomas? Wait and see. I think it'd be nuts to see a bunch of Browns fans take over that game. That would just like highlight how bad the Chargers fan base is at like actually populating games. That would just be really funny if somebody from like the eastern half of the United States took over their somebody other than the Steelers, because I know the Steelers fans travel well. Thomas, you're not going. That's unfortunate. But I mean, I'm surprised a bunch of people from Cleveland are going. That's a hell of a fucking plane ride for one football game, honestly. I don't think I'd do that for the Bengals. Actually, I'd take that back. I know I wouldn't do that for the Bengals. That's fair. That's fair. You're going to enough games this year. Why am I even still streaming this? Like, the game's fucking over. I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to watch a game, that's something my dad always told me when I was growing up. You know, if you're going to, like, you watch the game till the end. Like, you don't, like, you don't just turn it off beforehand because, like, something could always happen. So, even though this game's pretty much over, there's nothing really to talk about anymore. I don't know. What do y'all think, chat? Should I keep streaming? Yep. Nobody there. Yep. Nope. Not Thomas, not Square Table Degenerates. So, all right. Well, I guess I'll just keep going until I die. Chargers. Oh, and you got a false start. Looks like false start by the Chargers. Can this game just be over, man? Like, I don't. I think I've decided I'm just gonna stream the rest of the game, but I really don't want to. Like it's over. It seems pointless, but I don't know. Just give the Chargers a damn first down. Let them run out the clock. Let's just be fucking over with this game. Like the interesting part's over. Well, thank you, Thomas. I'm glad you're still here for me. All right. You know what? And the Thomas J Network is here for. Oh, hey, there you go. I haven't actually seen that new logo. Wow. Okay, now the Raiders are playing some damn defense. Fuck you, Raiders. Asshole Raiders can't even fucking. Ugh. Just fucking run the damn clock out, guys. Jesus, it's over. Boy. We got commercial. that I have no interest in. I'm not talking about the commercial. I'm just not doing it. So, big games that we want to look forward to next week. Let's say we got week 5. You got the Lions traveling to the Vikings. Not sure I care about that game at all. Broncos going to the Steelers. Now that game's interesting. Let's see if the Broncos can get back on track and beat a team. In the Broncos' defense, they seem to be pretty good at beating up on teams they're supposed to beat up on. So I imagine the Steelers should be one of those teams that they should beat up on. So I guess we'll kind of see what happens there. But I imagine the Broncos will probably beat them. Hopefully they beat them good. Dolphins going to the Buccaneers. So it's Tom Brady playing the Dolphins again, I guess is the big storyline there. I'll probably watch that game because I have a little bit of an interest in the Dolphins because I have a friend who watches the Dolphins and he's good to talk about football with. So I might watch that one just out of curiosity. But even then, it's not really that. It's definitely not a big game by any means. Saints going to Washington to play the football team. I mean, that one could be competitive. I will say that. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, how super interesting the final result of that one's going to be because I'm not really sure I care that much about either team. But these, we're talking about two teams here that are just, like, not really consistent. You can't really tell what they are just yet. So, I mean, maybe at the very least, maybe that game will tell us who these teams are. Browns Chargers, obviously for the sake of this podcast, that's an interesting game because you got the Chargers, obviously those kind of give a shit, or the Browns kind of give a shit what they're doing because that's part of the podcast. And that could be a tough game. Because the Chargers do look pretty good. Raiders and Bears, that should be a nice bounce back game for the Raiders. Cardinals and 49ers, and there's a field goal that was way short. What the hell? Confused. Okay. Cardinals, 49ers. I imagine the Cardinals should do pretty decently. Wait a minute. Was that? So it was a fake field goal punt. Am I watching that right? Hold up. Am I just stupid, or did I see that right? Was that a fake field goal punt? I'm going back and rewatching this play. Like, yeah, what the hell? He's lining up for a field goal. Like, I'm legitimately going back and rewatching this play that just happened. So if there's anything else happening, I apologize, and I'm not play-by-playing it. But I'm like fascinated by the fact that they did a fake field goal punt. And I guess the idea was to try to pin him as much as they could, but it just, what the hell? I have never seen something like that in my life. I'm just speechless. And then it looks like it didn't even really do what it was intended to do, right? Like I mean, like the dude got down there, got the ball, and ran it back for a little bit. So they're not really pinned, right? I mean, they're on the 10, but I feel like you could have just done that with a normal punt. Very strange. Pass incomplete to Darren Waller, and that's annoying because it stops the clock, and we can't keep the clock running. So, yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I would like the clock to keep running because I don't want to keep doing this. Maybe for a more interesting game, sure. Or at the very least, maybe for a game that I was planning on doing that with. All right. Derek Carr drops back and escapes pressure, starts scrambling. Looks like he was about to try to throw it past the line of scrimmage. That's weird. And he scrambles and slides for a 4-yard gain when I don't understand it. Like, you really need to be throwing the ball. Like, you got the clock running now, and that like 4 yards doesn't do you a damn bit of good. Throws the ball, has got a man not open at all in any way, shape, or form, and it just hits the turf. So it is now 4th and 7, and you got 1:15 left in the game, and they're probably going to throw another incomplete pass, and then the fucking clock's going to like stop, and then we're going to have another punt, and then the Chargers are probably going to then the Chargers will probably run the clock out. That would be nice if they would just go ahead and do that. But I mean, first we're going to have to get through an incomplete pass and a punt most likely before they start doing that. So Derek Carr, shotgun, final attempt, throws the ball, and it's an incomplete pass, like I said, and the Raiders lose. And now, oh wait, no, I'm stupid. There's no punt. I'm stupid. That was the 4th down, so it's turnover on downs. Chargers are going to have the ball at like the 20-yard line or something like that, but it really doesn't matter because they're just going to kneel on it because game's over. That was okay. So like that was kind of fun to cover for a little bit, but man, I'm not gonna lie. After the Raiders pretty much like have been dead in the water for the last like 10 minutes, and that it's just been like there's no point in streaming that. I mean, it's one thing to like stream games, like stream Bengals games and just be talking about it and stuff like that. It's another thing to be streaming like a Chargers Raiders game where like the result has been not in doubt for the last 7 minutes. Like there's just nothing to talk about, man. Like, oh look, they're all out there congratulating each other, and no, oh, fun fact, they're gonna have to run another play. Maybe they'll fumble. I don't know. Maybe they'll fumble and then get an onside kick and then a long touchdown. And then maybe they'll fumble, return the fumble for a touchdown, and then get an onside kick, get another touchdown, and they just knelt on the ball, so that didn't happen. But what could have happened is they could have returned the fumble for a touchdown, and then that they could have gotten in the end zone. That would have been 21-28. Then onside kicked, and then gotten that for a touchdown, 28-28. And then, I mean, you're probably going into overtime at that point. But now that would have been fascinating to cover. That would have been awesome. But instead, I just had to watch them just waste my time for 7 minutes. That was the most anticlimactic ending to a game that had a bit of a nail biter aspect to it. Like that was a terrible game to watch while we were streaming the predictions recap. It was 21-0 at the half, and then I was just like, okay, well, this is stupid. There's no point in continuing the stream. And then by the time we're done with the predictions recap, then suddenly the Raiders start making this big, interesting comeback attempt, and it's like, well, I guess I'm going to be watching the game anyway. I might as well just keep streaming it, right? And they just halfway through they fell flat, and then it was just boring. That's the most boring part of football, is when everybody knows what the result's going to be and they just kind of have to like go out there and dance for another 7 minutes. Like that is the worst way to watch football ever, is like when you already know what's going to happen and the teams are basically like one team's like they're trying, but they're kind of in panic mode. So because they're in panic mode, they're most likely not going to be successful. There's no suspense. There's no interest. Then there's not really, and there's also not really a lot of different things that can happen. There's not there's only a few different formations they're going to send out there. There's only a few different plays they're going to call, or a few different types of plays they're going to call. There's only a few different strategies that they're really going to take in a situation like that. So it gets really repetitive after like the first drive, honestly. So I don't know. But anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for listening to my rambling. I mean, we had like, we had a bunch of posts from Thomas here when he was watching, but I mean, Square Table Degenerates joined us at one point. That was kind of cool, just to see, say what's up and shit. At the very least, they made me interested to go check out their podcast and see what it's about. So, shout out to you guys. Thanks for showing up. There we go. See, what up, Tom and Kyle? Cool people. Yeah. And then Thomas with all this fun stuff here. Yep. So, hey, that's a cool little aspect of StreamYard that I didn't know about before. So, I mean, yep, you're seeing me learn the shit right before your very eyes. So I hope that's entertaining enough. Probably not. And also probably nobody's ever going to see this, because even if, like, I'm hoping one day with all the work we're putting into this channel, it's going to blow up eventually. But right now, like, nobody really watches it, which is fine. I'm willing to do this work and, have no payoff for a while. And I feel like it's going to blow up eventually. It's all good. But I also know right now nobody's listening to me and may never listen to me, because, like, even if we ever blow up, I doubt anybody's going to go watch some random ass fucking stream we did from week 4 or week 4 Monday night of the 2021 NFL season. Like, let's say we blow up in 5 years. Nobody's going to go back and be like, I wonder what they thought about the Chargers-Raiders game in 2021 on Monday Night Football. Like, nobody's going to care. So I severely doubt anybody's going to watch this. But hey, you know what? If you did watch this for whatever reason, in the future, if somebody in the future ever watches this, hit me up. Tell me that you watched my dumb bullshit, and I will respect the hell out of you. I promise you that. I promise you I will be like, bro, that's so cool. I don't know what I'll fucking say. It'd be me in 5 years, whatever. But yeah, this is. I wonder what it would be like to watch because I've never personally watched somebody else do this, where they're just like sitting there rambling random ass dumbass thoughts on screen because there's nothing else to do. So I wonder what the optics of this would be like. Like, if anybody ever does watch this, just like what's keeping you interested in what I'm saying right now? It's just a whole lot of fucking bullshit, and I can't imagine it's particularly interesting either, unless you're just like, really into psychology or something, and you're like analyzing my brain, watching my brain work. Not very hard. Or who knows, maybe I'm a big celebrity in like however many years. I can't imagine why, but maybe I'm a big celebrity in however many years, and like somebody's coming back to watch this because they're a big fan of my work or something. I don't know. That's man, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Game's over. Game's been over. I kind of want to go like wind down a little bit before I go to bed. So, thanks for listening, everybody. Go listen to the main podcast, Battle of Ohio podcast. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts through the Around the Block Podcast Network now. I appreciate anybody who did listen, anybody who showed up, and anybody who's going to show up in the future. I just love the fact that y'all are, interested in the stuff that I'm making, what me and Thomas are making. Like, I'm just fascinated that just the stuff that came out of, our brains is out there being digested by somebody, that somebody cares about what we're doing. I mean, it's awesome to me. I don't care if it's one person or 1,000 people. The fact that it's anybody is just fascinating to me. But anyway, like I said, it's gone way, way longer than it ever needed to tonight. So Thanks for listening, everybody. I will leave y'all with a hoot.